Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Cannon Fodder, which if you've never played it before, it's an RTS, but it's not a build this, produce this, go kill RTS, it's an action RTS. Basically, at the start here, you've got load game, save game, you've got your heroes section, which you'll see that later on when people die, and it'll bring up who like the best was and that. You've got who's currently in your squad, you've got your new recruits there, so that if those people die, you might be incredibly good at the game, then the recruits will fill their place, and the recruits keep getting bigger across the road, so you don't have to worry, you don't just get that for the entire game, but you do get a limit on them, so you have to be careful. And the big hill is basically, well, the grave score when people start dying. There's also a number you might notice next to the names of the people in the squad. That's to signify how many kills you've got with that person. So at the start of a mission it basically tells you what your briefing is. With 2 soldiers you must kill the enemy for this one. There's certain things like go around blowing buildings up or rescuing hostages and things like that. But basically you've got your trusty machine gun, you can get rockets, you can also get grenades, but you've got limited ammo on the air rockets and grenades, you've got infinite ammo on the machine gun. So you're going to be using that a lot. You've also got the ability, which I'll have to show you when I start the next mission, to split your squad up into different numbers, obviously. So like 1, 2, 3, etc. And that's there for strategy, because it's a case of you might be really good at the game when you're only having to control one person, or you might be so good at the game that you're able to send 2 different squads off and flank the enemy in that and make sure that they don't die. It's just one of them things that everyone's going to play the game differently. So all you do is you click on the person, then you click on the insignia, and bam, simple, you've split them up. If you've still got 2 people in a squad, then you select that squad first of all, click on it again, select, and bam, I've now got 3 different squads, and I can just choose any one of the 3 people to control on their own. So, as I say, it's just simply there for strategy type thing. You might never use it, you might use it every mission. There's no music or anything on the actual main game of the part of this, it's just sound effects and that, which is a shame because the music of the game, when you hear it, like in the victory sounds and the defeat sounds and all, it's really good music, and they even done a music video as well. War has never been so much fun, absolutely brilliant. I'm pretty sure you can find it on YouTube, so check it out. It's just one of them things, the music was so great you wish that it was actually in the game a bit more. Graphically, as you can see, things look terrible. Even back in the day, this never particularly looked good. It was pretty hard to tell what the hell was going on. Blood and all that is just little red dots, but it's one of them things where if you play the game like long enough, you'll be able to work out exactly what the hell you're doing. And the game is so much fun, you're going to want to keep playing it and learn what to do and learn exactly what is a tree and what is actually an enemy coming to kill you. There's also, in the bottom left corner there, you've got a globe. That's basically, if you click that, it zooms out and shows you where you are and shows you the map, but it doesn't show you enemy locations and things like that. Controls are pretty simple, you just click to where you want to move. You can't hold it, but you can hold the fire button down and you'll just fire in whatever direction you're pointing. For using the grenades and that, you basically hold one button, click the other, and you want to stand well away from the grenades and even the things that you're throwing the grenades at, because big explosion, bam, you all die. Shrapnel everywhere, it's just not exactly the type of thing that you want to be standing right next to them. It's a lot harsher than a lot of the games today where a grenade barely even touches your health bar in games today. This will outright kill your full squad if it wants to. There's only 11 missions on the game, but the missions are actually really long because some of them are split up into like 4 or 5 parts and that, so and each one of the parts is the same length as an average mission, so it's one of them things that you don't know. I don't know why they didn't just actually call them all missions instead of missions and then phases, because there's a lot more than there actually seems to be at first. That's just one of the grenades there, blowing that place up. As you can see, large place of explosions. Even the door flying off can kill you on this. It was that harsh, but it's one of the things that made it fun, especially when you didn't realise for the first time and all of a sudden 4 people, 4 hardened veterans, are wiped out by a wooden door. There's vehicles in the game, so things like jeeps and that, so you want to be on the lookout for them. However, they can be a bit hard to control. And the only thing I can't really say about this game is, I used to own it on the SNES. And this will all become relevant soon enough. Basically on the SNES version there were these superpower things that really made the game easier, but they were impossible to find. In fact, I never actually managed to find one. All my research I've done on the PC version has yet to actually yield me with any results as to whether or not these powers are on it. There's nothing saying that they are, and there's nothing saying that there isn't. So, because I wasn't able to find them, then it's not a case of that I could just go and find them. So if anyone out there actually knows if these powers are on the PC version, just give us a heads up in the comments, and I'll add an annotation about here, just explaining what they are and if they're on it. But other than that, I've got nothing really left to say. Other than that, I think this is one of the best action RTSs out there. It's one of the most fun games I've ever played. I still play it today, obviously. Pretty stupid thing to say there, but I've been playing it for years, ever since I was a kid, and I just love it. And the sequel is even better. Well, that's everything I've got to say. But if you're sitting there watching this, thinking that you'd love to get your hands on this game, but you can't find it anywhere, or maybe you used to own it and you're having the same problem that you can't find it anywhere because you want it back, or maybe you've been able to find it but you can't actually run it on your system because it's too powerful. If so, then get yourselves over to GOG.com. They've got a fantastic range of games that are all XP and Vista compatible, and the best part is there's no DRM, something that they're proud to advertise on the front page of their site. There's also forums where you can go and ask for help or just chat about your old favourites, and if there's a game you're looking for that they don't have, then add it to the wish list so that one day it might be added.